Hi, I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we're focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now, we started this new series where we're studying about the wilderness journeys, where the Lord takes the Israelites out of Egypt, through the wilderness, and takes them to the promised land. Now, in yesterday's video, we studied how it really all began in Egypt, where the Israelites have settled in, and they stayed there for 430 years. But we find that most of the time that they were there, they were slaves. Now, we could ask ourselves, why did the Lord have the Israelites move to Egypt knowing that they were going to spend hundreds of years in slavery? Well, we've got to understand that God always has a plan, and he sees the big picture, and he was going to use his people to reveal not only to them but to all mankind his redemptive plan for all mankind. So in yesterday's video, we studied how the Israelites had been in Egypt for about 430 years, and then the Lord delivers them. But this is what he was doing. You see, he was doing a lot more than just delivering them out of their slavery. He was delivering them from sin. You see, spiritually, the Israelites were really no better than the Egyptians. They were sinners deserving the judgment of God. Yes, they were called God's people, but they were idolaters. They were rebellious against the Lord. They had not spent all those years in Egypt serving the Lord. They knew his name. They prayed to him, I'm sure, but we also know that when they left Egypt, many of them took idols with them out of Egypt, the idols that they had served while they were in Egypt. Well, so even though the Lord called the Israelites his people, his justice had to be served. And if he was going to judge the Egyptians, then he was going to have to also judge his people unless he redeemed them. And that was the root of it all. He was going to redeem his people. So the Lord paid the price to redeem the Israelites as an example of what he was going to do for all people of every nation. He was going to redeem mankind. And what was it going to take? It was going to take the blood of the Lamb. And so that was where the first Passover lamb was given as a sacrifice, as an atonement for sin. And we know that that points us to Jesus. And so we see from the very beginning, the Lord is using his people as he does today. He uses us to speak to all others of that which he has for all mankind. He has redemption, all because of Jesus. Join me tomorrow. We have so much more to share.